All right, I should be live. Hello, everyone, and happy Wednesday. Also, happy Disney Dreamlight Valley update day. I hope everyone is doing great. I know I was supposed to be back from my holiday and streaming last week. However, the UK was hit with a heat wave last week. That meant that sadly, since we don't do aircon really in this country, it was 30-something degrees outside and 37 degrees inside in my streaming room with my computer on. So I figured I'd prioritize my health and not actually stream last week since it was so warm, but it's so much better this week. And you know what? I just realized I'm still on my yoga ball and not on my chair. So I'm going to rectify that as we switch over to the game real quick, because it took forever for the update to show up for me on Steam, but now it seems to be working. I've got audio. It's just double checking that we do have audio capture. Okay, it says I have audio output capture, so hopefully everything is working. Please do let me know if you can't hear the game, if you can't hear me. At least Streamlabs is telling me that everything is working. Cannot guarantee that's actually what's happening, so we shall see. But let's dive in with the emotional rescue update and the retro road trip star path. Now, I loved Inside Out 2. I think Joy and Sadness are so cute, but what I'm most excited about is just the star path and the new items, as well as some of the new quality of life updates that I can't wait to explore. Also, I'm sorry, is that Bing Bong plushie that I see there in the background? Please tell me it's an item we can have. Fabulous. Hi, Annie Rin. Thank you so much for letting me know everything is working. That is fabulous. I just had to switch out my seat because I've realized I'm still on my yoga ball. Since I get migraines, I sit on a yoga ball when I am working at my desk. And then, if I'm gaming and being cozy and comfortable, I have a chair, like an actual proper chair that I can lean back on. But yeah, when I'm actually doing work, it's the yoga ball for me. And also, I just keep bouncing. That keeps me a little bit more active than I normally would otherwise be if I was just sitting all day. It's the curse of working from home and having sedentary hobbies. You've got to find ways to move somehow. Ooh, some optional quest content can only be accessed by using our Dream Snaps feature. I mean, I love that it says it's a fun new game mode that lets you express your creativity. It's not really new. I've been playing Dream Snaps for what, 2.5 years? But still, that is cute. So, first things first, let's see. Do I have Dream Snap results? Oh my god, lucky. Oh god, it's gonna be cute. It's gonna be cute. Okay, 1,500 moonstones. I am shocked because I only remembered that I hadn't submitted like 20 minutes before the deadline. So I'm just going to show you guys the rewarding photo. So this is what I went with. It's an area that already exists. I just put my character in different clothes, grabbed Max, and I was like, okay, I need to take a cute picture. Where am I gonna take it? In front of Mulan's house area. That's the only place that's suitable. So luckily it went well. I'm so happy. I've been doing fairly poorly with Dream Snaps lately. I feel like I've gotten a few where I only got 900, whereas usually I don't get less than 1,200. So it's good to get back on track a little bit. Oh, thank you so much for saying my character is cute. I love how she looks, and this is one of the few games that actually gives me long hair options that are really nice for my character. Most games don't, because I know it clips into stuff. It's very difficult. But I have long hair in real life, like pretty long hair actually. So I really like it when I can reflect it in games, which doesn't happen often. Okay, so now we got to check out the shop and the star path because I am so excited about the star path. Let's go shop first. If there's like, okay, we're getting Lucky because it's just, oh my god, the cute stuff. Okay. So there is Lucky, who is adorable. The planted train car. This is so cute. The fairy lights on the roof. Oh my goodness. That is so nice. And the Hops family farm. I need the Hops family farm stand. Thank goodness I've got a lot of moonstones. Now, am I getting any of these? I don't think so. Ooh, Star Path. I already love this dress. That is so cute. Oh, we're gonna have that work cut out for us with the Star Path. Halloween Townhouse is cute, but not cute enough for me to spend 3,000 moonstones on it. No new companion bundles. Oh, let's see the Moonstones bundle, what they're giving us. This is like the autumn pack. There's a now. Oh, I've got to be honest, I really like this skirt. Trousers. Okay, so finally they're making this a bit more friendly for both genders. So we got the skirt and we've also got some pants, which I can't quite. Oh, okay, they're just clipping with my skirt. That's the problem. Oh, the boots are cute. And the walking stick. That is cute. And then there's the more expensive bundle that has the house, which is very cute, but I'm not sure if it's so cute as to warrant this price. I mean, with this money, you can buy a full price game, just to put it into perspective. I like to show these. I've bought a couple of the $25.99 bundles myself because I play this game a lot and I really liked the outfits. But I just like to remind people that the price of Moonstones is very, very high. For $25.99, you could buy a whole indie game. You could buy Tiny Bookshop, which came out on the Switch and PC last week. You could buy Discounty, and then have some money left over, which came out, I believe, today, or is coming out tomorrow, I can't quite remember. Which I might actually get a key for. I've applied for a key, so maybe I'll be able to stream Discounty either later this week or early next week. It depends on if they approve me. I really hope they do, because I really want to play it. But yeah, so $25.99, you can buy a lot of games with $25.99, especially if you like indies. And the big pack, $47.99, you could buy a brand new first-party Switch game for that. Like, you could buy the new Harvest Moon, sorry, not Harvest Moon anymore, Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar, which is coming out next week. You could buy that for that price. So just to put it into perspective, Moonstone packs are really expensive. I get spending if you can afford it, or if you just play this game so much that, you know, you want to spend money on it. But just beware, just because stuff is cute, you could get a lot of other things for that price that you might actually get more hours of enjoyment out of. Which I always like to put that disclaimer whenever I'm showing any of that. Now, back to the shop. We are getting Lucky because he's just so stinking cute. He's a really cute puppy. And then we're definitely getting the farm stand because I have been trying to create a market area for forever, and this is perfect. I do like the planted train car house. I'm not sure if I want it so much. Like, I think I need to think about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to save it. How do I save it? How do I pin? There we go. We can pin it because I don't have much pinned at the moment. So, fabulous. That's sorted. Now, event. The event. The road trip star path. And they changed the star path a little bit this time. I've read the patch notes. So, let's see. Yeah, description. That's fine. Okay, so now we have routine duties and duties. Where the routine duties are going to unlock weekly. If you do premium, they unlock without you needing to complete all the duties from the previous week. So you could possibly just wait 5 weeks and then do all of them. But now we have a few. They seem really simple. Buy 5 items from Scrooge's, visit Scrooge's store, purchase 10 items from a stall. So they don't seem terribly complex. So let's do Premium Star Path. We always do Premium Star Path. I believe it only ends up costing about 400 Moonstones, 500 Moonstones total after you've claimed all the rewards and the Moonstones it gives back. So totally worth it. Now let's look at the rewards because I am very curious. So there is... Oh my god, it's got a little camera around his neck. Rock and Roll Fox. The Jaunty Bow updo is really cute. Oh, this bag is cute. Basic cinema poster. I think this is customizable, you know? This looks like a customizable item with touch of magic. Retro road trip luggage. The shorts, not a fan of. Dining chair, retro dining table. Oh my god, is this... Oh, Okay, this is for the movie poster. This is, yes, I think that's a motif that we can use to customize the cinema poster. That is cute. Movie tickets. Cute dress. Cute sunglasses. Good memories jukebox. Oh, I'm gonna use that in a few builds. Yeah, we have an Alice in Wonderland poster for customization. Another cute 50s dress. It's sitting kind of weird on my character, and I don't understand why. So we'll see what happens there. Retro drive-in sign, convertible couch. Ooh, this backpack is cute. That is great. The movie screen. And I'm assuming, is this also going to be customizable? Maybe, hopefully. There's an Aristocats. Oh my god, okay, I just realized they're all movies from the 50s, aren't they? These are all movies from the 50s, or maybe very early 60s. These are the movies that were out when my mum was really young. Because, yeah, Alice in Wonderland, Aristocats, Peter Pan. The retro snack bar is so cute. Cafe wallpaper. This is going to look really cute as like an accent wallpaper in a kitchen, in a house build. I think it's going to be lovely. Cafe tiles. Another cute dress. Okay, so actually, I really like most of these items. I think it's going to be so fun. And I've been trying to do a cinema build for forever. This is what I got. Like, this is the closest I got. The popcorn machine and the shadow puppet theater. So we can finally have like a proper drive-through or open-air cinema going, which I think is going to be so fun to make. Okay, I know why the dresses sit weird. It's the body type. Because hang on. I tend to switch between two different body types for my character, depending on the outfits I'm wearing, because the clothes sit really weird. So sometimes I've got the curvy body type on, and sometimes I've got the more slender standard body type on. Because I'm Italian, okay? I've got curves. I like to eat. I am not exactly a skinny person, because I just like food too much. Also, chronic illness, not a lot of exercising going on in our household, so unfortunately, that's the way it is. But, yeah, so I like to try and have my actual body type in games, but the clothes clip into it, and they sit weird on the character's body, and then they just look bad. Which, you know, I understand it's difficult to model the clothes on all these different body shapes, but if they're available, I feel like they should work, they should fit nicely. And I'm ready to bet, because I was on the curvier shape, that's why the dresses were sitting odd. If I go for the skinny body shape, and I hate that this is a thing, but if we go for the skinny body shape, and I go in here, and I try the clothes on again, yeah, now it sits correct. See? Now it looks cute. So it was just because I was on the curvier body shape, and it completely deformed the dresses, which is so bad, because look how cute this is on the character. But it basically only looks good if you're on the skinny body type, and I don't know why they couldn't model the dresses correctly. But oh my god, this is so pretty. This is the sort of shape of dress I love to wear in real life. I literally have a closet full. Like, my entire summer wardrobe is those cute kind of dresses. I love that dress shape so much. And finally, I can wear it in-game as well. So, very, very excited. Okay, now, there's a couple of things we've got to do. Namely, we need to choose some duties to pin, to take care of. And then we're just going to do a few duties first. You know, clear maybe the first page, grab a couple of bits. And then we're going to go get joy and sadness. Because today it's Wednesday. That means my husband is having dinner at his parents' and I'm having dinner with mine. I have prepped pizza dough that's currently proofing in the kitchen, and that means I don't have to stop streaming until like 6, which means I have 2 solid hours to just sip at my gorgeous iced matcha latte and play Disney. So let's dive in. Okay, at least we've cleared the mystery of why the dresses looked so weird. Also, kind of a pity, they've got all those dresses. They only have a pair of shorts and a shirt for the guys, but we get 3 cute dresses. So, bit bit of a pity, but what can you do? Okay, purchase 10 items from stall, visit Scrooge's, buy 5 items from Scrooge's. That's gonna be easy peasy. And then Night Thorns, Mindfulness, for, oh, thank God, 3 royal tasks, not 15. Thank you. Fishing, a 1-star meal crafting. This is gonna be easy, you know? This looks like it's going to be very, very straightforward indeed. So, let's get started. Oh, actually, we can equip 2 companions now, can't we? It was in the patch notes. So, we've got Max. Can I also have... We can have both Max and Lucky. I am happy. I am very happy. Yay! I've got to be honest, Anirin, I started drinking matcha lattes because my doctor told me that matcha is great for the nervous system. I have chronic migraines, I have a neurological condition that affects my eyesight, so I am all for health of the nervous system. And I actually found I really enjoy them. But if you try and go buy them at a coffee shop, they're just so ridiculously expensive. Also, ooh, new plant. Yes, please. So what I do is I buy a big jar of ceremonial grade matcha powder for like £10. And then I just do a scoop of that, a little bit of hot water, and one of those little milk frother things that you use to, literally just froth milk. Do that for the matcha so it's nice and dissolved. Then cup full of ice and cold milk. Just stir it. It cost me, I think I've tallied it up, like 60 pence for a cup, something like that. And it tastes so good. It's so satisfying in the summer. Ooh, that's cool. Memories event coming back. That's from last year, right? Yes, it is from last year. Now, with Business Scrooge's store, there is not really anything I want to buy outside of that new plant pot. So let's go over to Eternity Isle and the Storybook Vale, so we can see if there's anything good in those stores, because we just need to buy 5 items. So I feel like I should be able to find 5 items I want to buy. I know, Anirin, I didn't know either. It's apparently extremely good for your nervous system, for your immune system. It's just one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, drink it daily. It's great for you. So I'm like, hey, you know what? I will. Especially since I tend to struggle a bit because I'm good with vegetables. I eat quite a lot. I do not eat a lot of fruit. So I feel like I need to get some extra like healthy things into my diet regularly, and this is a very easy way to incorporate something that's got lots of nutrients in. Ooh, the ladder. Do I have the ladder? Yes, I do have the ladder, but you can have an extra ladder. That is fine. We can do an extra ladder. And this is all stuff we already have. Oh, why there's never any red dots for new things? And I haven't found a single one of the new items that were added to the last update with Aurora and Maleficent. However, I strongly suspect that's because I haven't actually unlocked Aurora and Maleficent. So that's another thing I really need to do. I just need to sit down and do the story for the DLC. I'm thinking I might stream it, just because that is so much nicer to go through if I'm sitting and streaming and chatting with people while we're playing through, I don't know, like 4 straight hours of story. And then it can kind of be like, oh my god, okay, that is new. Oh, I've been waiting for, I think I've seen this months ago and it had never cropped this window. I am sorry, this window? I was just saying, oh, there's never anything good in Scrooge's store. Yes, there is. Just not in the other Scrooge's store. Also, this is so cute. Sleeping Beauty floral cottage print. Thank you, Uncle Scrooge. I'm also going to buy an extra one of these chandeliers because I feel like I use those in builds a lot. So you can never have too many. And also this oil lamp I use a lot in a lot of my builds. Fabulous. So I think that's a couple of routine duties done. Yes. And yes. Okay, so these just unlock once a week. So in 6 more days, new duties are going to unlock. But if they're this easy, I feel like it's great for people who just regularly play this game anyway. You log in at least once a week to do dream snaps, which, let's be honest, most players who are really into the Star Path, I feel they will log in for 10 minutes a week and, you know, pop in a dream snap. So that's actually pretty nice, especially if it means that we don't get the, you know, do 15 royal duties, do, you know, those duties that take forever, or give Minnie 15 gifts, and then Minnie is bugged, so you're stuck for like 3 days, desperately trying to get Minnie to spawn back into your valley, that sort of thing. Oh, Hanyu Hoicha, I've never heard of that before. What is it, can I ask? I wonder if it's like maybe something that does not exist in the UK, which, to be honest, could be. The UK is very slow at adopting anything new and tasty, especially from other parts of Europe. I mean, God knows, my husband is English, okay? When he met me, he'd never had fresh mozzarella. He'd never had proper Italian prosciutto. He'd never had homemade pasta. I was like, dude, you haven't lived if you haven't tasted these things where I come from. So yeah, that was pretty funny, just teaching him about all of the super tasty Italian food that he had been missing out on for the first 24 years of his life. No, oh, I didn't mean to claim the fox, actually, because the fox is cute, but not so cute that was the first thing I wanted to collect. But I guess that's fine. Now, what I want is the moonstones, the movie poster, and do I want the hair? Actually, I can do without the hair for now. Here I want... So we're claiming the moonstones and the poster. The posters are gonna take priority because they are so stinking gorgeous. And I can totally see myself trying to make them into just furniture and portraits, paintings that I can put inside the house. Oh my god, Lucky is so cute! And God, now that we've got 2 critters... Okay, guys, 2 companions means 2 extra rows of storage once they're at max friendship. Yes! Score! That is awesome! Okay, so... we've got to uproot the forgetting. Real quick. Also, it looks like a lot of the rewards... Wait, is there... There's bonus rewards and I didn't notice. I was saying, like, oh, the rewards are... all seem very cheap. Like, I wonder why. That's because... oh my god, the blue-red, finally! A color swap that looks great. The turquoise and cream looks amazing. Yes. I'm sorry, the Cozy Cone Motel? Isn't this from Cars? I think? I mean, it's cute. I probably would never put it in my valley, I'm going to be honest. So I don't necessarily feel extremely compelled to finish the Star Path and complete it. But for the fact that the turquoise and cream scheme is just so nice. Oh, it's a Japanese tea. It tastes pretty different from matcha, but there's iced hojicha. Oi? Yeah, it must be if it's Japanese hojicha. Lattes, that is so cool. I'm gonna have to try it. Now, let's see what we've got going on in terms of duties. Okay, night thorns, mining, fishing, 1-star meals, crafting, a couple of bits. We can get crafty really easily. It's going to take seconds. Let's just craft something very easy. Don't think there's anything new, so can I just, like, make 3 iron ingots? Is that gonna count? Yes, that's gonna count. Score. 5k, ooh, 5k Dreamlight, that's new. Night thorns. Shouldn't be a problem to find the night thorns because my valley is a complete and utter disaster. outside of doing dream snaps, I haven't really been playing the game very much over the last like month. Because first I went on holiday and I took my Steam Deck with me on holiday, but because it was a beach holiday, I didn't really touch it for 2 weeks. Because we were outside just enjoying the weather for pretty much like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So didn't really spend much time on it. I literally just turned it on, dream snaps for 10 minutes, and then off again. There we go. And yeah, just in general, I feel like I've not had that much time to play DDLV lately. And Lucky is level 2. Oh my god, he's got the cutest little... Is it like a little firehouse for his bed? Oh, that's so cute. That is so, so cute. Why? I feel like there's something not quite right with the controls. There's something that's slightly buggy. Because I keep misclicking something, and then things just don't work out the way they're supposed to. Okay, we can mine. It doesn't actually say we need to find gems. It doesn't say we need to do it anywhere specific. So we are just going to mine the first few spots that we come across, which is going to be perfect. Yes, Anirin, I've actually been really obsessed with Guardians of Azuma for the last few weeks. I think it's because I've got a Switch too. So all I've really wanted to do, you know, when it's a new console, it's really exciting. So I want to play games on the Switch too. So I have been really, really into Guardians of Azuma. I had played it a little bit for a couple of weeks, then it was really busy at work. I didn't have that much time to game, so I got sidetracked a little bit. And I picked it back up the last few weeks because coming back from the holiday, I actually got a stomach bug. So I was kind of not feeling great and a bit laid up for a few days. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, I'm gonna pick Guardians of Azuma back up. I am now in the Autumn Village. I believe I am very close to meeting the Autumn God, which might be my husband in the game. I haven't decided yet. Like, I've seen videos that introduced all of the, like, marriage candidates, but I haven't picked yet. But yes, and I've got to say, it is so good. I'm probably in the minority that really liked Rune Factory 5. I feel that not a lot of people ended up liking Rune Factory 5, even though I thought it was pretty good. But I think I'm liking Azuma more. I don't know if it's going to be the same for like the late post-game, because I've heard that Azuma doesn't really have that much of a post-game to begin with. But for now, I'm really enjoying it. Heck, I'm enjoying it so much. My husband's been watching me play it a little bit when I was playing on TV, and he's like, "Ooh, I'm like kind of curious." So I think he might try to play his first Rune Factory game too. Which I think it's going to be like a massive achievement because he's not a cozy gamer. The only cozy game he's ever played is Animal Crossing because everyone was on the Animal Crossing bandwagon during everything that went down in 2020. He played it for like a couple of, not 100 hours or so, few months, and then he was like, you know what, I've gotten kind of bored with it. I'm not gonna play it anymore, which, you know, totally fair. But yeah, if I can get my husband to play a Rune Factory game, like, I've won. I have achieved peak cozy gamer status of I've turned a non-cozy gamer to cozy games. Like, I feel like that's one of the biggest achievements we can have as cozy gamers, just getting other people to play the games we love. So, okay, one more mining instance, and look at that, there's amethysts right here. Now, curious about one thing. It says I need to dig in the valley. It doesn't say to dig actual digging spots. So I wonder if I just do like a row of holes, is that going to work? Let me see. The shortcut is still not working. That was broken in the last patch. They haven't fixed it. The shortcut to access the Star Path duties. Sadly. Ooh, Anirin, the Winter God. He's the one with the, like, the white wolf ears and the tail, right? I think I've seen him in, like, presentation videos. I haven't actually met him in the game yet, but he looks so cute. I know, I could never turn my husband into, like, a full-on cozy gamer. I don't think he would exclusively play cozy games, but I think he could play some. He could totally get into it. It's just a matter of finding the right game. I also think he would love Fantasy Life, but he just has not had a chance to play it yet. Just to show sort of the sort of game that he usually plays, he loved Baldur's Gate, which I also really loved. Now he's playing Cyberpunk, and he's also really into management games. Like, he's, at any given time, he's playing like 3 different management games on his PC. So, cozy gamer, he ain't. Okay, precious gems with a royal tool. Pick the fruit that puts Snow White to sleep. We want to do that one because it takes, what, 20-something minutes, I think, at least, for the trees to spawn again after you've picked the fruit. So we want to go and get some apples. There we go. I'm just gonna grab the bonus fruits, because the bonus fruits are gonna help towards the total goal, I think. Okay, 19 out of 25. We're gonna have to wait slightly for that one. Whip up a 1-star meal, tackle royal tasks. What royal tasks do we have? Spots in the Forest of Valor, seafood, cherries, easy. Got the cherries already. Take a picture. Oh, let's see what pose we get with Lucky. Let's see what pose we get with Lucky. Isn't that the same pose as the reindeer? I was hoping for a new pose. I thought all unique critters are supposed to, like, give you a new pose. Maybe I'm mistaken? But that, to me, looks like the same pose as the reindeer. Slightly disappointing for, like, a named critter to have an old pose. That's a slight pity. Usually we get something new with all of the major critters. Ah, well, I guess we can't have everything, can we? Especially when it comes to Gameloft. Okay, now, we want to mine 4 rock spots in the Forest of Valor. Bonus points if they give us gems. We really want some gems. I believe we've got to harvest, what, 15? Got 1, 2. And then I think we're just going to do a few more duties just to get a bunch out of the way. And then we're going to go and get Joy and Sadness. I am very curious to see their realm. And also their friendship items, because I've seen a Bing Bong, or what looks like a Bing Bong plush, on the home screen for the new update. And I'm like, if they're going to give me a Bing Bong plush, I'm going to immediately befriend whoever gives me that. Because it's just too adorable. Okay, tackle royal tasks. Complete. Another 3? Really? Precious gems with a royal tool. Okay, 1-star meal. That's easy. Is it a 1-star meal or 1-star or more? Because if we're looking at an or more situation, I can just make the cookies that I always make to fuel my character's adventures. Let's see. It says whip up a 1-star meal. Let me see if a 4-star meal would count. If it's like 1-star or more. Yes, okay. It says a 1-star meal. It can be anything above. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, the pose for Lucky is really cute. I was just expecting something new, just because I think, like, Max got a unique pose, Nana got a unique pose, Figaro. I guess, to be fair, Figaro and Dina reused each other's poses, but they're both cats. So yeah, I guess I expected something different. Fantasy Life, I've got to say, I really liked. I was a big fan of the first Fantasy Life on 3DS. And I'd been waiting for basically a follow-up or even just a port of Fantasy Life on newer consoles for literal years. And I've got to say, it didn't disappoint. I've played it for about 200 hours. I have now run out of things to do because I've completed the story, I've completed my base, I've got pretty much all the recipes. Ginormosia, like the big open world area, is all at like level 5 or above, so I don't have that much more to do anymore. I basically log in daily. I'm working towards all those recipes that you get from like the cooking or tailoring life characters in your village. But they've already said, I think later this year, they're going to release a new DLC for free that adds like roguelite elements to Ginormosia or something like that. So basically, I'm waiting for that. And the game was really successful. It sold like 1.5 million copies in the span of a couple of months. So I would be shocked if they didn't do a big like paid DLC upgrade next year. I think that's what they did with the 3DS game as well. And let me tell you, that expansion was brilliant. It was, at the time, because we're talking 2014, I think it came out. It was only like £6. It added like 2 new levels to each class and a whole new map and really difficult endgame content and dungeons and stuff and a whole new chunk of story. It was so much content for very little money, and it was such a well-done DLC. I really hope they do the same thing for the new game. Because I think I would very much be happy to get more content. I definitely got my money's worth at 200 hours for the original game. I am now very happy to pay £10-15 for a DLC expansion that lets me play another 100. Like, 100%. Okay, it says I need to sell a bunch of gems. And to be honest, I think I've got enough to sell. Beautiful. Okay, oh, now cook any 2-star meal. Cook any 2-star meal. Let me go see. Is there any easy 2-star meal that I've got the ingredients for? Like maybe a coffee of some sort? Let me see. Okay, search and filters by 2 stars. Apply. I could do ambrosia smoothies. I can purchase the ingredients. So I'm not using up resources. I'm like, oh goodness, now I've used up all my garlic to make soups. Now I've got to go and get more. And I've been dumb and I've lost count. Did I hit? Yes, I did hit the 10. That's perfect. Perfect. We now have 2 fishing duties that can overlap. We like it when that happens. Yes. Oh god, Hades and Jafar are having a chat. So something nefarious is about to happen, isn't it? It's Disney Dreamlight Valley. Nothing is ever too bad. Okay. Fish times 10. We can totally do that. And we get 2 duties done that way. Hi, Flynn. We haven't seen Rapunzel. And Lucky is what? Level 3! Oh, we are going... Okay, now we get a full row of extra inventory. That's great. We're going to hit top friendship in no time today. We're doing all of these activities with him. It's going to go so quick. Although I've got to say, one thing I'm not too keen on, all of the older, you know, when they added the friendship levels for all of the notable pets, say Figaro already came with this little pet house, and they gave us a cute piece of furniture afterwards. Same for Dina, same for all of the others. These new ones, which still cost, I think, the same amount of moonstones, are now giving us fewer items, because now instead of selling us for 3k, the pet and their house, and then you get another little bonus item with the friendship rewards, you just get the pet and you have to work for the house, and you're not getting anything else. Yes, his name is Eugene, but I guess because he's known as Flynn Rider for like 90% of the movie, I still always call him Flynn. But yeah, you're right, his name is Eugene. Also, I'm sorry, I found like 2 memories in 30 seconds. Did they boost the memories even more? I don't want to pick them up just in case there still are memory-related duties. But goodness, that's a lot of memories. Okay, that's the first 5. Done. So we're halfway through the fishing we've got to do. I say we finish the fishing, then we see what the next duties are. If they're like easy peasy, takes a couple of minutes, we're gonna do them. Then we're gonna go get Joy and Sadness. I think that's gonna be the way to go. And I keep moving away, but it looks like this is the respawn spot for the bubbles. Let's go, let's go, let's go. That should be fish number 7. We can move to a different pond because now things are starting to respawn more slowly because we've been fishing there for a while. This should be number 8. So only a couple more fish to go. And we got Peter coming here to see what we've got going on. I know that a lot of people were complaining that they didn't like Peter's model, that he looked weird. I think he looks perfect. If you look at the original movie from like late, I think it was what, late 50s, early 60s, Peter Pan was made. He looks just right. He was supposed to look a little bit weird and a little bit creepy. Like he was supposed to be slightly unsettling, I think, in the original animation. And the model is perfect. Just the tilt of the eyes, the shape of the face, of the nose is spot on. It maybe looks a bit different compared to some of the newer art they've made of the character, but if you're looking at the original movie, it's very true to it. 10,000 star coins, petting your critter companion. I can pet the critter companion. Can we pet the same? Yes, we can just pet the same 5 times, and that's sorted. And we can also very easily uproot a bunch of night thorns. Have they made the duties easier? Just because this feels like it's a very, very straightforward beginning to the star path. Usually you get already some more complex ones that take longer to do. I mean, it might be the famous last words. The next couple that crop up are going to be exceedingly difficult. Also, look, 3rd memory in 5 minutes. What is this? How much did they boost the memory rate in this update? Because this seems crazy. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. Because I've been playing since very close to day 1. I think I've been playing since like launch month. And I still have only ever completed like 2 memories. So I am very, very behind on them. I would love to get more. So I'm not gonna complain if they boosted the rate massively, but still. This seems like loads. We've already got 200 tokens. Holy, okay. That is great. 10,000 star coins. We've got a bunch of things we can sell. So we can at least get close to that.
How's it going?
So let's sell. Actually, I'm not sure if I can... Can I sell the catfish? I'm not sure. I can definitely sell the apples, the cherries, the stones. No, we're keeping that, keeping that. I can sell both of the fish, the seeds. See how much this makes me. 2k. That's fine for now. Okay, 200 tokens. That means we can actually get a few things. Let's see what we can get. We prioritize. There's a cute dress. Here we want the poster and the moonstones. Probably these ticket bits. I really quite like these motifs. I feel like if we can use them to customize the basic cinema poster, we could make like little signs for the various stands, which I think is going to look really lovely. I'm very much going to have to experiment with that. Then we want these 20, these for 10, the Alice in Wonderland poster for 10. Oh, yes, we can already claim the movie theater. Thank you. Movie screen for 75. Moonstones for 35. Aristocats poster for 10. Okay, next page is the... I really just want to unlock this dress really quickly because I love it. So we need 40. Oh, the snack bar is so cute. 100, okay. So we're gonna do... We need 100... We need 160 tokens to get the 3, like, fundamental things that I really want. Because this sign is cute, the Cozy Cone Motel. I don't need that. I don't need the shirt. And usually the skins are the last thing I unlock just because it's one of the things I use least in the game. So... Can we actually get enough duties done to hit 160? That means I need like 125 points. That would be 20, 40, 60, 80. That would be 115 just with these, which I feel we can probably get done fairly quickly. Let's see if in the next 10 minutes we can do that, okay? Then we're gonna move to Joy and Sadness. But I feel like we might be able to hit that goal. Let's see. Okay, I've got a lot of dream shards, so I can create a bunch of Dreamlight. Does that count? Yes, that counts. Fabulous. We're still waiting on the apples. 6 royal tasks, blue gems, 10,000 star coins. Star coins are easy because we can just do a bunch of pumpkins. Let's see, which of the characters do I not have a level 10 friendship with? Let's see, the Forgotten, who, to be honest, I think my Forgotten is bugged. I haven't seen my Forgotten in the Valley since literally the Peter Pan quest. Okay, Peter is not a level 10. Is it the only one that's not a level 10? Wow, he is the only one that's not a level 10. I mean, I know that I'm still missing some characters. I still have not claimed the Cheshire Cat and Timon and Pumbaa. So I'm still missing 3 characters. I'm also still missing Maleficent and Aurora. So I am aware of the fact that I am behind. I just cannot keep up because this is not the only game I play. So I find that I've been struggling a little bit to keep up with the amount of content, which is why I am very, very happy to see that they seem to have streamlined the star paths, because that means that with a new update, I'm actually going to spend less time grinding the star path and more time getting caught up on the characters. So hopefully that's why they seem to have simplified the tasks somewhat. So it's a little less time consuming, which I've got to say I appreciate. As sadly, if I was like a teenager and I had lots of free time, I would love the fact that, yes, I can spend so many hours on this game. I'm 30. I have a full-time job. I can't spend that amount of hours on like any single game anymore because I just don't have the bandwidth for it. So yeah, I really do appreciate the fact that they seem to have at least streamlined the star paths. So I'm spending fewer hours just grinding aggressively on the game. Ooh, Anirin, we're probably close to 1,000 hours. Because I bought the game when it, just shortly after it released, because I was still able to do most of the first star path. When it came out, I want to say came out in... Oh, it must have been autumn 2021, I think. Because I was already in this house. We moved to this house in 2021. So I think it came out like September, October 2021. I played a lot of it on Switch. And then it got to a point where the Switch version was crashing every like 20 minutes. I was about to stop playing the game. I then finally got enough money to put together a decent gaming PC. So I built the gaming PC, I then had access to Steam, and I rebought the game on sale on Steam and played it. I can tell you, because it's I can tell you how many hours I've got on Steam. I've got, if I go to my library, and Disney Dreamlight Valley, So I have 530 hours in Disney Dreamlight Valley on Steam. I have another couple hundred on the Switch from before I stopped playing it on the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, about 700 hours, but it's over almost 5 years. Like 4 years and a bit, possibly. I can't quite remember when it came out, if it was like September, October, November, but it was definitely 2021. So yeah, let's say 4 years, about 700 hours. That's a lot of hours. That's a lot of hours. And yeah, that's the thing about being 30. And the thing is, I think I actually have a lot more time to game than the average person our age, because I'm lucky. I work from home. I've got no commute. So sometimes I play during my lunch break. Sometimes I can play immediately after I clock off work, like when I stream. And I also don't have any children yet. So because of that, I actually have, I feel, a lot of free time to game. If you add, like, I don't know, children, someone who has to commute to work, so that's extra hours you spend every day doing something else. Like, if I find it difficult to keep up, and I have a lot of free time, I imagine the average player, and I feel like our age group is probably the biggest demographic in Disney Dreamlight Valley. It's not kids, it's not teenagers. It seems to be, like, women who grew up with Disney and are now in their 30s. Like, it's difficult to keep up on everything. Especially if you're a bit of a completionist and you like doing the star paths. A lot of the time you spend playing the game is just spent grinding. Which is why I don't have all the characters yet. There's like 5 characters that are out and that I don't have. And I haven't even completed the quests for all of them. Most of them, yes, I've got them, you know, they're in the valley. They're at friendship level 10 because they follow me around. But, I'm sorry, I need some water. But I haven't actually, like, been able to complete their quests. So, yeah, it very much, I think the grinding in the game needs to be controlled just a little bit, because it's maybe become slightly excessive over time. I know that my mum, for example, really wanted to play Disney Dreamlight Valley because, again, big Disney fan. She's the one that showed me all the movies when I was little. But it just became so complex. There's so many things to keep track of that she just gave up because she said, like, I don't know. Like, I don't have the time to keep up with this. I don't know, like, how to do a lot of things, because now there's Dream Snaps and the premium shop and the
Hi there, pal.
the star paths and all these characters with all these quests. So it can be daunting. I haven't spoken this much in a long time, so now my throat is like, oi, why are we talking this much today? I was also in a bunch of meetings at work today, so I think I've already done like a solid 5 hours of talking today. So that is quite a lot. Okay, let me sell all of the pumpkins. And this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 60. It's a 6 by 10 patch, so I need to buy 60 pumpkin seeds to replant it. Sad that we still can't press up on the D-pad to just go up by 10 when we're buying something. That would be so useful. But yeah, we got 60 seeds now, we're good. And let's plant. And we're just gonna hold, and the character is going to do all of that by herself. Yeah, you do well to remind yourself that you don't need to hurry so you don't become overwhelmed. But I think especially if someone takes a break from the game for a while, like you don't play for maybe a couple of updates, all of a sudden you're like, okay, there's a bunch of new characters and a bunch of new mechanics, and you don't really know basically what to do anymore, or it can be like a bit of choice overwhelm. So I totally get it. I've read of a few people saying, like, you know, they maybe have not played since before the Alice update. They've come back because, oh, Inside Out, I love Inside Out, I want to get the characters. But then I think there was a post on Reddit the other day saying that they didn't basically know where to start because there's like a dozen characters that they don't have now, and it just seems so, like, so much to do. I mean, that said, I love this game. There's a reason why I've spent 700 hours in it. Let's be honest, maybe 100 of those hours were things that had to be redone, because I think for the first... There were periods where the game was really buggy and crashing a lot for me, so it was actually difficult to get things done. And something that should have taken 3 hours ended up taking you 9. Because you had to... Oh, wait, I miscounted. Oh, it's a 7x10 patch, not a 6x10 patch. Oopsie, I'm 10 short.
Hey there.
Sorry, Goofy. We need 10 pumpkins. Please and thank you. I also need to eat something. Because my character is running on just the blue bar, and the blue bar is illegal because we just move so slow on the blue energy bar. Okay, so once the pumpkins are planted, let's see what the other duties are. Yeah, 10k star coins, that's done. Dig for pottery material, so we need to dig for clay. 6 royal tasks. We might also have the apples respawning soon. Would be nice if we had like a little timer above the bushes and trees that told you how long it's actually gonna take until they respawn. Probably a very niche request, but I feel like that would be nice. Then again, it might make the game feel a bit mobile-y, but if you've got things that respawn in real time, I feel like it would be kinda useful. Now, clay. I need to check something with clay, because I am going to be honest, I don't remember which biomes. Okay, Glade of Trust, Sunlit Plateau and Forgotten Lands. Now, the question is, it says dig for clay. Are the bones going to count? Because I do have a bunch of bones around. So if the bones counted, that would be heckin' fantastic. Do they? No, they don't. Aye. Sag. Very sag. Because yeah, digging for clay manually without having to use the bones. Oh, to be fair, it's not one single piece of clay. When it pops out, it's 3. This one again, 3. So we're already at 6. Okay, this might actually be easier than I had anticipated. I saw 20 clay, and first I thought, ooh, bones. Then bones not working. Oh, shoot, that's gonna take forever. But actually, I mean, that said, we're getting pebbles now, not clay, but surely we should get some soon, please. We didn't get a single clay from this whole row. Come on. I mean, I know I could use pebbles because I don't have that many in my stash anymore. But come on, give us clay. Eh, lucky level 4. Oh yeah, it's going to take no time at all until we have that cute little doghouse. Yeah, I've got to say, I am slightly miffed that with the older characters, technically, for the same price, we get 2 items because we got their pet house already buying the bundle. And then we got like another cute little item by leveling up the friendship. But now the pet house is the item that you gotta work for. So I don't know how I feel about that. I do have to be honest. Okay, we've got a bunch of these. We didn't really get much. I wonder if maybe it's just the wrong place to dig. A couple more milkshakes, and let's go into the Glade of Trust. Because if I remember correctly, if you dig where it's muddy in the Glade of Trust, you actually get more clay. I don't know, that might just be like an urban legend. Like, I don't know, this is going to show how old I am. When I was in primary school and Pokemon was all the rage, they said that in like Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, there was this parked truck and they were like, oh yeah, there's something you can do when Mew is under that truck if you can get it to move. Obviously, that was not true, but that's to show you the sort of playground rumor that used to be very popular when I was a kid. Many, many moons ago. Come on, just a bit. I'm not asking for much, I'm just asking for some clay. Wait, why did it only count 3? Oh, hang on. So it's not how many individual pieces of clay we get. It's how many times we dig in the ground and we get clay as a result. No, that's gonna take so long. Why did they do that? I was just praising that they streamlined it. They haven't. This is so much worse. Like, you're telling me I need to dig until 20 times, not just 20 total clays, but I get clay cropping up 20 times? Dude, that's gonna take so long. Game Loft, why? You were on the right track. Why are you doing this to us? This feels personal. You remember how much we all hated clay with me? I don't know if then they reduced the number of clay that Minnie's quest needed, or if they gave us the bones and the bones made it easier for the clay. But I remember everyone was profoundly unhappy about the amount of clay we had to dig up from Minnie's quest, and now they want us to hate it again by making us dig up pretty much our entire glade. Like, look at how much digging we're doing. We still only found like 6 pieces. Okay, it's probably like the 7th, 8th. Okay, is my belly aching, making it spawn faster? 9. Yes, we are very unhappy with the clay situation. It needs to spawn more frequently. Please give us more clay. You know what? We need to pin that duty because this is taking quite some time. Okay, we're at 11. That is not clay. That is also not clay. Why am I getting coins instead of clay? No fair. Absolutely no fair. Come on, clay. That's not clay. Why are you not giving me clay? That is very much not clay. Excuse me. If I'm supposed to dig up a bunch of it, the least you can do is make it spawn frequently. Okay, we're at 12 pieces of clay. 8 more to go. Dear God, we're gonna be here all day. Come on, we can do it. I mean, at least we're leveling up Lucky really quickly. There's an Italian turn of phrase that very much comes to mind in this situation. It doesn't translate as elegantly in English, because in Italian it rhymes, but it basically means we might falter, but we don't give up. Or like, we might wobble, but we don't give up. And it just sounds so much cuter in Italian because it rhymes, because it's si barcolla ma non si molla. It's like, okay, we may falter, but we don't give up. And that very much feels like what's going on right now. Because we've been digging for 10 minutes. And we're still at just 15 out of 20. Okay, character about to pass out. So, some berries. Some smoothies. Also, I've got to remember, the ambrosia smoothie gives a lot of energy. Especially considering it's something that you can just buy ingredients for. You don't have to grow anything. That's pretty dang good to have under your belt. It's only a 2-star recipe to boot. So yeah, you don't need that much. And if you're like me and have a lot of coins, because I'm currently sitting at 11.5 million star coins, it's kind of probably just more time and cost effective than the chocolate chip cookies for maybe a just slightly lower amount of energy. But I don't have to waste time and sugarcane and wheat. Oh, 19 out of 20. All of a sudden. Okay. Progress all at once. Must have been the Italian that came out. The little Italian saying. That must have been good luck. Come on, just one more clay. Please. Please, just one. Just one. We are digging. We believe in the digging, in the clay. We believe in the clay that it's going to come out. That's not clay. That's not clay. Yes, that is clay. Holy digging. Okay. I am not filling these in. It's gonna take a couple of days. They're gonna disappear on their own. I am not going to go and close all of those up now. The game is gonna do it for me in a couple of days. We ain't closing that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, so... Yes, thank you. Pottery. Dear goodness. So we're 85. We need to get to 160, so we're almost there. Let's go look at our apples. See if they've respawned yet. I would argue it's been maybe about 20 minutes. Yes, the apples have officially respawned, people. There we go. Apples are sorted. Fish somewhat dazzling. Fairly fancy dinner. Fairly fancy dinner is 4 stars. We can do that easily. So let's pop into Tiana's and we're just going to be cheeky and use her stove. I mean, as long as it's our ingredients, right? I'm sure she won't mind if we use a bit of her gas. So we want a fairly fancy... So it needs to be an entree and needs to be 4 stars. And omelette it is. We stop when the eggs reach 20, because these are all very easy ingredients to come by. And only 3 more after this. This is the 9th, and this is the 10th. Yes. Fairly fancy dinner, cooked. And we've spawned... 2 memories. Okay, they have massively increased memory spawn rate. For certain things, at least. Because we got 2 cooking memories, just with cooking a few things. We got, what, 3 memories just from fishing. Also, I'm pretty sure this is a quest memory. Yes, that is a quest memory. Okay, that is good. I was slightly confused. I was like that? Like, I'm pretty sure I didn't do anything there that warranted a memory. I think I just picked up an item. So at least the next time... I mean, I'm assuming we are probably going to still get quests that require memory orbs to be opened. So we're prepared. We are more than prepared. We've got like a dozen memories kicking around right now. Okay. Dazzling beach, fishing. We are good to go. Hey, Robert Sprite. Oh, from Whitby, Canada. Nice. Hello, hello. Hello from Cambridge, UK. Sounds fancy, really isn't. Although, I'll admit, the town is really pretty. University? Not all that it's cracked up to be. Lots of tourists, lots of students. Most importantly, lots of students on bikes who really should not be on the road with cars because, dear God, it looks like there's a lot of them that want to die on any given day because they just run red lights in front of you like crazy. But yeah, otherwise, really lovely, especially if you come in the summer. Beautiful town. Very picturesque. And I come from Rome, so I feel like I can probably be trusted on that. Okay, so I can sell a bunch of seaweed. It said sell 5, I think. We definitely have enough to sell.
How's it going?
We want to sell... We'll sell 5. There you go, Goofy. And that's another juicy under the belt. Okay, only 20 points to go. Complete boutique challenge. Easy peasy. So I think if we just do Daisy's challenge and finish fishing in Dazzling Beach, we should actually be good to go. Yes, I got the Dalmatian. He is so cute. And the companions are so easy to level up. He's already almost at level 5. So I should be able to show you guys the little pet house that comes with him once you've leveled him up. Also, please don't look at my pirate treasure island. It's a disaster. It used to be well built. And then I had to completely undo it because we need to open Skull Rock. So I had to put all the pillars at Skull Rock. And now I've removed all the pillars and just tossed them aside because I had to do a dream snap. So don't look at my Dazzling Beach, please, guys. Don't judge. It's not good right now. It really isn't. It really, really is not good. It used to be nicer. Now it's just a mess. But just for a little bit. Ooh, Moonstone chest. Yay. We like the 50 Moonstones, please. Thank you. Let's go 2, 3... Memory? What was that? What was that? What was that? Oh no, just red algae. Okay. How are we doing on the duty? I should probably pin it because that makes it so much easier. Okay, 3 more fish. We can do 3 more fish. So I'm not sure where that fragment came from, but we're picking it up. Yeah, I know. I gotta get the pillars back where they belong. I just can't exactly remember where I picked them up from. Because I had incorporated all of them in the builds, but sadly, I then had to remove all of them to complete the Skull Rock quest. And then I was like, I don't actually know now which one goes which anymore. So I'm gonna have to open up again. Outside of like, there's a few that are obvious, like the Sunlit Plateau one and the Frosted Heights one. The other ones, I'm like, I don't remember which one is technically supposed to go where. And I would like for them to go back to the right place. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to use a guide to figure out which color orb sort of was connected to which biome. Let's go. Only 2 fish to go. Oh, come on. It's not counting the shrimp. That's no fair. We're fishing on Dazzle Beach. Why are we not counting the shrimp as fish? I know it's technically shellfish. It's still fish. Come on. Come on. No fair. Okay, 9 out of 10. Just 1 more. Okay, we're just gonna wing it. Outside of the bubbles. Hey, Anime Andorias, how are you doing? I am back. Sadly, there were a number of things that went wrong over the last couple of weeks. Because first I was on holiday, which, fantastic. But then I came back from the holiday and I got the stomach flu. And then we got a heat wave and it was so unbearably hot in the room that I stream from. Because I usually work and stream from our spare room, which is right at the top of our house. We're English, so our houses are narrow and very tall. So since heat rises, and in this country we don't do aircon because, let's be honest, usually you don't need it. It's just that in the last couple of years, the heat is starting to become a bit much. But yeah, our houses are made for cold climate. So they're made to retain all the heat that comes in. So it's -5 outside and 15 inside. It's great. But no, it was 32 outside and 37 in this room. I wanted to die. Okay? Like, I genuinely thought I was going to melt or pass out or both. Because it was like 36 point something degrees in this room. I think that's in the high 80s if we talk Fahrenheit. I'm not very good at Fahrenheit because I'm European. We just do Celsius. But I am pretty sure it's roughly like in the 80s. And it's just too hot. I can't. I just can't. Okay. Daisy challenge. Ooh, the lag. Why so laggy?
Well, look who it is.
My computer has a 4070 Ti. Why is this the only game on my computer that lags? Gameloft, please, fix the game. Okay, what's the challenge today? I think you should have something to use. Masks, utilities, quirky, study, strong, playful. That is a real weird mix of stuff. But okay, Daisy. Okay, let's try. Ooh, Anime Andorios. Yes, I can do a quick showcase of the pages. Now, the star path has changed a little bit. So there's now routine duties and normal duties. It looks like the normal duties are gonna give you enough points to get all the rewards, but not the bonus rewards. So the routine duties are gonna be the ones you want to do if you want the bonus rewards. So routine duties work like this. There's 3 of them and they get released every week. They seem to be very easy because this week's ones are purchase 10 items from a stall, visit Scrooge McDuck's store once, and buy something from Scrooge McDuck's store 5 times. It took me like 2 minutes to get all of these done. The next batch of 3 unlocks in 6 days. So very straightforward. Hopefully it means that the star path is going to be just a little bit easier, a little bit less grindy to do. So that's how this is going to work now. There's some duties that just unlock weekly, but they seem to be very, very basic. So I wouldn't worry about, oh my god, it's going to take me 5 weeks to finish the star path. No, they seem very, very basic. And you just, even if you log in once a week, you do them. It takes 5 minutes while you do your dream snaps as well. And then you can use them for the bonus rewards or the base. Then we've got, you know, the standard duties. Now, rewards. There's a rock and roll fox. There's a cute hairdo with a bow. Some vintage suitcases. A cute little handbag. What I'm pretty sure is a customizable cinema poster. Because, pretty sure it's customizable, because if you go to the next page, there's these motifs, which are perfectly movie poster sized. So I'm pretty sure we're meant to use them in the movie poster frame. So we've got Peter Pan here. We've got a pair of shorts that I've got a skirt on. So unfortunately, I can't showcase it really well. But it's a cute pair of shorts. We've got a movie ticket booth. A red retro dining chair. A retro diner table. A cute little motif that looks like it's been made in chalk, which is another thing I think we're supposed to use in the movie poster frame. We could do like a black background and then use these motifs that look like they've been drawn in chalk for like different stalls and stuff. There's a cute dress, sunglasses with flowers on them, a jukebox, red retro diner bench, a little motif that again looks drawn in chalk for tickets, an Alice in Wonderland movie poster, another cute little dress, this one is belted. There's a drive-in movie screen, which I can't wait to use in a build. There's a really cute backpack with pins on it, a drive-in sign, a convertible couch. This is so cute, and it actually lights up like a lamp. This is going to be fantastic for the cinema. There's a poster for the Aristocats. So the movie posters all seem to be for movies released in the 50s. Because I think Aristocats, Peter Pan, Alice, they're all made like roughly in the same 10 years. There's a popcorn stand uniform for Donald. A shirt that matches the shorts we saw earlier. A Cozy Cone Motel sign from Cars. A snack bar. Cafe wallpaper. A very much Grease-inspired Mickey skin. A really cute dress. And cafe tiles. Then for the bonus rewards, we get like cream and turquoise versions of the couch, The chair and the bench. I love this color scheme so much. I honestly prefer this to the red, I've got to be honest. And this blue retro dining table. And then we get a house skin for the Cozy Cone Motel from Cars, which is cute. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it just because I don't know if it goes very well with the vibe in my valley. But it does really look quite cute. Sorry about the coughing, guys. Today I had so many hours of meetings at work, so I've basically been talking non-stop all day. I know, right? I don't know how I'd feel if Cars came in either. And also, I don't know if it probably doesn't help. I'm not a huge fan of Cars. It's just not... I remember renting... This is going to show my age. We rented the VHS from Blockbuster after it came out. So, I don't know if maybe Italy let go of VHSs and Blockbusters a little bit later than the rest of the world, because it feels like the 80s didn't come to Italy until the 90s, in a way. But, yeah, I remember we rented the VHS because it was, the new Pixar movie. I watched it. I told my mum, okay, that was cute. Must have been 8, 9. Never really rented it again, never got it again. And I think I rewatched it once as an adult because my husband loved it when he was a kid. My husband's an engineer. He's really into cars. He loves his Formula One. He loves engines, anything mechanical. So, of course, we watched Cars because it's one of his childhood favorites. But even as an adult, doesn't hit the spot for me. So, I don't think I'd be particularly chuffed if Cars came, I've got to be honest, to the valley. Now, if they were mounts, maybe. Maybe. If we could, like, ride on them, maybe. But otherwise, no. It would just feel so wrong. We don't even have roads, really. We've got some paths, but my valley doesn't have the infrastructure for motor vehicles, okay? Maybe for a bike, maybe. Like a literal bicycle with pedals. Not for cars, no. But yeah, I think a lot of Pixar movies from that era didn't really, they were not just really hitting the spot for me. I think I wasn't a big fan of Cars. I also wasn't really into The Incredibles, which I think came out maybe a couple years after. So I think maybe just that a couple of those Pixar movies that they made around that time just didn't hit it for me. But I think they were both maybe more targeted towards boys, more advertised towards boys as well, especially where I am from. Because yeah, in Italy, toys are very gendered. They were, even back then, very gendered. You get like completely separate aisles. One all pink for girls and one all blue for boys, for toys. And I'm pretty sure where I shopped for toys, there weren't even like any options for like Cars or Incredibles or anything like that. Little Mermaid, yes. Beauty and the Beast, yes. But yeah, so I guess that didn't help. Like I didn't have any toys that encouraged me to like, oh, that's cool. I watched the movie. Now I've got the car. Not really. So I think it just wasn't like marketed basically for little girls when I was growing up. Okay, we need masks. And quirky. Strong and playful. So let me go playful, strong and quirky. And let's see what I get. Okay, actually, so it looks like I can just put my entire outfit as is on the mannequin. And that should hit the spot. So now furniture. Strong, playful, and quirky. Strong, playful, quirky. What are you giving me? We're just putting down random stuff, okay? Because we're just trying to get this. So we can do the dog popcorn bucket. Then we need reset filters. Something for the study. And utilities. So apparently an Imperial crafting station fits the bill. Okay. So the only thing I had to change is just the mask, which I can just remove real quick. Now, Daisy, oh dear Daisy, did we complete the challenge? Yes, we did.
Love what you've done with the
Perfect. Okay, we have hit the number of tokens that I wanted to hit to unlock the couple of bits that I really wanted. So let's get out of here. So, okay, we're at 180. So we want rewards. I'm trying to unlock this. That dress on the final page is so cute. I really want it. So we are getting the retro snack bar because that's just too cute. This wallpaper. And the moonstones because moonstones take priority. Okay, the dress is 100. My god, it's so cute! Yes, I need to have this dress. I don't actually know. Do we have shoes that would go well with this? I'm not even sure. But goodness, it is cute. I need to have it. Have I claimed the moonstones? Okay, I've also managed to claim almost all the moonstones. So the next 160 points are gonna go towards the dress and the moonstones. Then we get everything else. I know, Anime Honduras. I've seen what happened with the Animal Crossing rumor. I've got to be honest, it kind of soured me on beat 'em ups a little bit. Because I've been watching him for years. I usually like his content. I have a degree in biomedical science. And I work in academic publishing. So I come into contact with a lot of studies, just scientific studies. Doing a weird, social experiment on people, unknowingly, just the ethics of it rubbed me the wrong way. Because I spend so much of my life dealing with, academic ethics for, actual studies. I don't know if he initially said it because he really thought that there was someone told him there was gonna be a direct, and then he said this to save face afterwards. I don't know, but I've got to say I was not too keen on that. So apparently, Annie Ren, that rumor that there was going to be a direct in July and that it was going to reveal Animal Crossing for 2026 beat 'em ups on YouTube, and I usually love him as a creator. I love the content he does, but he had said, oh, I have a source, I can't tell you how I know this, but I heard that there's a direct and it's gonna end with Animal Crossing 2026. And everyone picked up on this rumor because you think, big creator like that, he's got 1 million plus followers, subscribers, so he's someone this is his job. It's not, oh, it's a hobby. He has 5 people that watch him every week like I am. Big dude in the industry. So if he says, I heard this thing, you think, okay, this dude has sources, because he would not jeopardize his credibility to just say something like this out of pocket if it wasn't true. And then he said, oh, I actually made up this rumor. I wanted to do a social experiment on how rumors spread online. And as I said, I spent 3 years doing a degree that basically sends you into medical research. My job now is working with academic journals that publish scientific studies. So I deal with issues with ethics of science, basically, a lot. And this thing of, oh, I'm just going to say random stuff to see who believes and repeats it, I don't know. I know it's low stakes. I know it's just Animal Crossing. I am not mad about the fact that the reveal didn't happen, so I am disappointed. I'm disappointed in the fact that he decided, oh, for kicks, I'm just gonna make up a rumor and then see how many people pick it up. That I didn't like. I've got to be honest, that I didn't like. And I don't care that it was Animal Crossing. He could have said it about any other game series. It's just the principle of it that rubbed me a little bit the wrong way. Because if you did like a large scale social experiment like this without disclosing to the people that you're using as your like base, as your subjects for the study, that you're doing a study, that would get you in a lot of trouble in my line of work, okay, with the people that I work with. So it's just that I didn't particularly like. But yeah, it's just that the weird, questionable ethics of I wanted to do an experiment. That rubbed me the wrong way. I'm sorry. It's just not something that I think is... It's not dishonest. That's not exactly the word I would be looking for. But it is slightly disappointing when you think, okay, this dude does this as his job. So when he reports information, he's at least somewhat reliable. But yeah, it's just the fact that he intentionally made it up to see, oh, let's see how far this spreads. So many people picked up the rumor. Because we all said, well, he knows his stuff. He must be right. So yeah, that's the thing that rubbed me the wrong way. And I think he ended up apologizing because a lot of people had the same complaint that said, you know, it's kind of tone deaf. It's kind of like, you know, oh, let's just make something up to see how many people repeat it. Like, dude, you do this as a job. Of course people are gonna think you're serious when you say this stuff. Like, there's no two ways about it, because that's, like, literally your job. You report on video game stuff. So, yeah, that's just how I felt about it. And, yeah, it's not even that it was Animal Crossing, because I don't particularly, like, it's not the, oh, no, I really wanted Animal Crossing to be revealed, now I'm sad. Like, no, that's not the... Like, you know, Animal Crossing will come. We know it's gonna come at some point. So it's just a matter of time. But yeah, it's just I lied for kicks to see what would happen. Not huge, not huge. Ooh, Animandorius, what happened? What's the surprise? I'm very curious. Now let's see. Harvest 5 different fruits. I can actually do that real quick as well.
The villagers around here already.
I really kind of want that dress. So let's see, that's 1. Oh, okay, different fruits, so just 5 fruits. They didn't even have to... I thought, like, oh, that was 5, like, different kinds of fruit. Nope. Okay. Okay, 95. We are so close to 100 to get the dress. Okay, cook a fairly fancy appetizer. Also, we can do blue flowers, because if I'm not mistaken, you can just pick them up, then drop them and pick them up again. And that works for the flowers. So let me just quickly walk around the plaza. Oh, holy... Okay, we are also gonna have to go empty my pockets in a second, because this is not great. It's there. What was that? This might be an inside-out thing with the memories. It's a story. Memory? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what I'm picking up those story memories for. Okay, do I really only have 2 blue flowers? That's that blue or purple? No, that is purple. That is totally purple. Okay, this is blue. So we now have 3 blue flowers. So if I drop them and pick them back up, is it gonna count as 6 blue flowers in the event? Yes, it is. We're dropping again. 9. Almost there. 10. 11. 12. I just need to do this a couple more times. And then I can get that dress. And I swear, when we've got that dress, we can move on and do other stuff. I just really want the cute new dress because it's too cute. 2, 3. Then we're dropping again. Yes. We picked up the blue flowers. fabulous. And then rewards. I can get the dress. But they've definitely simplified the star path. Because look at, we were able to unlock all the pages. We already got 2 100-point items really quickly because both the dress and the snack bar are 100-point items. So they really have streamlined it. Yes, please. I would like to have the dress. Wait, I need to move somewhere else though because I can't see. Oh my god, the panel's pink in the back as well. Oh, they're so cute. They are so cute. However, the shoes and socks don't really go with it all that well. So let's change them real quick. So we're getting the socks off and shoes. This look kind of cute with it. These are not quite right. These are maybe the right turquoise, but they don't look quite right. I mean, trainers with a dress is kind of cute. The flats are cute. Yeah, the dolly shoes not so much. Maybe not those, and maybe not those. Do we really not have a pair of shoes that goes well with it? Surely I must have like a cute pink heel or something. We got purple. Okay, short pink heels. Kinda go with it. I've got to say, I think I like the idea of the sneakers. The sneakers with the dress just look really cute. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with sneakers and the 50s dress. Oh, this looks so cute. It kind of moves weird when you're running, just a smidge. But I'll take it. I'll take it. It's so cute. It is so cute. Yeah, I agree, Anirin. It's sad that he can gain a lot from spreading false information, then meet almost no consequences. I mean, I am pretty sure he is meeting some consequences, because I've seen a lot of people being quite angry, dropping, sort of not watching his content anymore after it, because they'd already been on the fence and they just completely dropped him after this. So I think he is going to reap at least some form of consequence. Because yeah, it is pretty egregious. And yeah, sadly, it's one of those things, like if I... Well, I don't know, because I guess my job involves a certain level of confidentiality. If I knew that there was a certain scientific study coming up for something important that was going to be published soon, I wouldn't go and scream it to the four winds about, oh, we're about to... This is completely fictitious. I don't know. Publish a study about a new revolutionary drug for, I don't know, lupus, which is what I have. That's gonna make sure that everyone is cured and the disease is not a problem anymore. Like, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't say that. But considering the field that I work in, people would believe me if I said X medical journal is gonna publish this study, because I work on it. Like, I work with the journal, I would know what's coming out. So I think the same principle applies, where, because it's like, oh, this is like an expert in this field, so I believe when he says that this thing in this field is going to happen. It's just very normal. But yeah, definitely, I'm now less inclined to choose his content when looking for something specific and seeing who on YouTube covers it. I am now definitely less inclined to go for his content over someone else's. Which, sad. I've been watching him for years. Yeah, he is a bit loud and obnoxious, but I still do enjoy, generally, the videos that he makes. But yeah, pity. Let's see. You got Judy at your campsite? Dude, lucky. I've been playing a bit more of Animal Crossing on emulator, and yeah, I just have not been lucky with visitors with anything. Although, I do have amiibos for most of the, like, the villagers that I would really like to get for the fantasy-themed island. I've actually got ideas for the various areas we're gonna decorate as well for the fantasy-themed island. But yeah, it kind of feels like if we're not lucky with visitors anytime soon, because I've just been grinding for tickets to try an island hop, I think we're gonna have to go for the amiibos, at least for a few of them, so we don't just have to keep waiting and like, oops, it's been 3 months. We finally found 1 out of the 10 characters that we want after 3 months. The next one, another 3 months. I don't have that much. I have ADHD, okay? I am not that patient. I don't think I can do that. Okay, we got some wheat that goes in here. I've got some apples that go... Actually, I've got almost an entire stack of apples, so the apples are not going anywhere. The apples are getting sold. Got a bunch of marshmallows. Got a bunch of fish that needs to go in here. Also, another big thing that came with this update, I haven't tested it yet. Apparently, we now have Moana stalls in the DLC as well. So I finally do not have, or none of us have to grind for fish anymore for recipes and stuff. We can just put down Moana stall in the DLC areas and we get fish. And I'm like, yes, 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 yes. Finally, finally, finally. We don't have to fish compulsively anymore. And I love that. Because yes, I'm fine fishing for like little gulls and stuff. But if I'm looking for a rare fish and I can't find it and it takes me forever, I just don't like that. That's just not fun anymore at that point for me. So I am very happy that the grinding is reduced for the fishing in the DLC areas. Because yeah, I don't think I've like needed to fish in the main area for forever because of the stall. And now it's gonna be the same thing, but for the other areas too, for the DLCs, which is gonna be fabulous. Okay, finally, pockets are empty. Thank goodness that took forever. Whew, okay. We are done. So now, finally, we can go and actually open the door to the Inside Out realm. We can at least get it started. What time is it? It's... Oh, goodness, really? It's only 20 to... It's just 20 to 6. That's... Okay, that was longer than I thought. So, I'm thinking I won't be able to stream long enough to do the quest for Inside Out. So, I'm probably going to leave that so that can be done later. I'll leave it so it can be done later. So we're just going to keep grinding for the rewards. Just because at this point, I've got like 20 minutes left on my stream time. Because I'm making pizza. I've got to go transfer the pizza from the bowl it's been proofing it into a tray. And then I need to set it to proof again. So, bunch of stuff. I'm going to have to get that sorted. But, yeah, then we can keep grinding. Blue and red gems. Selling items. Fish in the Forest of Valor. So the top row all kind of feed into each other. Fairly fancy appetizer. Let's go get the fairly fancy appetizer. And actually, let me pick up a few things that I can sell. Also, red gems, they can be here. So red gems, we are talking the mines, we are talking the plaza and the meadow. Blue gems, we have the forest, the beach, and the mines also. So we can probably get a nice farming route going for the gems. That should be fairly easy. And we only need half the reds that we do the blues. So the reds should be much easier to achieve, maybe, hopefully. Unless we get to the mines and it's all sapphires, but I'm not gonna complain because we got so many blue gems that we need to get. I'm kinda... I'm gonna have to... Great, the camera is glitching. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, I'm gonna have to redecorate this bit because that is extremely unfun if the camera glitches like that every time I try to harvest that particular mining spot. So yeah, that's definitely something I need to revise.
You're doing quite well.
It's okay, Annie Rain, because I'm not gonna have time to find the new characters today, but I'm gonna stream again probably Friday. So if you can catch me on Friday, we can do the Inside Out quest together. So thank you so much for being here for so long. Have a lovely, lovely day. I'll see you soon. Okay, so now we've got red gems. Red gems, come on, give us the red gems. We've already got a couple. We only need a handful more. Wow. Okay, this is Memory Central. It's crazy. Like, look, another one. Like, how many? I mean, it's great. But I've been playing this game for 4 years, and I don't remember ever finding memories with this level of ease. So they've definitely recoded something. I could have sworn they only said they changed the code to make the memories from watering flowers easier to find, just increasing the spawn rates. But yeah, I think we are on 7 memories, 8 memories, just out of thin air today. From fishing, from cooking, from everything. So I am very, very pleasantly surprised by this. I don't know if it's something new, if it was in the patch notes and I just missed it, if it was maybe just a bug where the memories were not spawning correctly and now they are with like the correct frequency. But still, this is awesome. Come on, give me red gems, please. Aw, no red gems. Sag. 2, 3. Thank you, Max, for all of the wood. Let's stuff the character's face with some food. And let's go in the mines. Proper grinding, that's going to be. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Now at the top. Alrighty, so apologies for the slightly croaky voice, guys. It's just that I had something like 4 hours of meetings today during work. And now I've been streaming for a couple of hours. So my poor voice is slightly at breaking point. And okay, I know I was joking earlier when I said, oh yeah, we're looking for rubies. So we were saying like, oh, the rubies are gonna be easy because there's only 5 that we need of like red stones. So the mines should take care of that. Unless we get all sapphires in the mines. And out of 3 farming spots, we've already gotten 2 sapphires in the mines. So like actually, the game might have heard me. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. If you want to give me a bunch of sapphires, I am definitely not gonna complain. For now, did I spook the spawn rate of the gems? Did the fact that I said, oh yay, sapphires, just suddenly mean that we're not getting any more? Like any gems at all for the rest of the run in the mines? Surely not. Like, come on, surely not. I might have jinxed it. I might have spoken too soon and jinxed it. No, okay, rubies. And Lucky is at level 5. Oh, his house is gonna be so cute. So, so cute. I love the fact that now we can have 2 companions. I'm just running around with the cute dogs in the mines, and it just heals something in my wrinkled 30-year-old heart. You know, kind of feels like all that jadedness, it just goes away a little bit when you're playing this sort of games. Okay, come on, we got 2 more. Surely we can get something out of the last 2 spots, right? No, the onyx is not something. That doesn't count. If it doesn't count towards my objectives, then it's not worth it. Ooh, okay. Is this the 4th redstone? Where are we at? 2 blues, 4 reds. Okay. So yeah, the reds are definitely going to be easily achievable. The blues a little bit less. But yeah, there's another 15 minutes until I stop streaming. So no point in getting started with the Inside Out quest, but we can probably get quite a few more things. And final red gem already. Neat. We mined for red gems and we got what we wanted. Earning 20,000 star coins is going to be easy. We're going to sell so many gems in a little bit. Now, blue gems. We're talking forest and beach. Wait, I thought we had eaten. There we go, now we've eaten. Forest and beach, forest and beach. Me too, Anime and Dorios. But I should be back on a regular schedule from this week. So I'm thinking it depends on what my workload is going to be for the next few weeks. Because obviously, sadly, I have to balance the hours of a full-time job. And if I need to do overtime at my full-time job, that comes in, sort of that has to come before streaming and stuff. But I'm hoping either Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Fridays or Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, that sort of schedule. Because yeah, ideally I would like to do this 3 times a week. Possibly not consecutive days, just because of the fact that if I'm working late most of the week and then streaming late most of the week, things inevitably get left behind that shouldn't be left behind. Like housework, sadly. Okay, bunch of night thorns. That's easy, easy. Also, I've just realized one of the things, not only did they seem to have shortened a lot of the tasks, we have not come across anything time-gated yet. Like, gift X character X amount of times. Or serve 12 characters in the restaurant. All of those things that time-gated you. Also, no hang out with X character for X amount of minutes. We haven't seen any of those. So I don't know if we've got this illusion that the star path has gotten easier just because maybe they've reduced the number of time blocks that are in the actual duties. If now there's any at all. Because I guess now the time blocks are in the weekly duties that come out every 6 days. So if they really might have streamlined it a lot more than I anticipated. Neat! Off Mondays and Fridays! Oh, then I think we have a winner for the dates. But I guess Wednesday is the day that I'm always going to be streaming, just because Wednesdays, my husband doesn't come home until after dinner because he spends the evening with his parents. I spend the evening with my parents, but we're Italian. We don't eat until fairly late in the evening. So I can easily stream until 6 and then just, make something to eat, hang out with my parents for a couple of hours. Versus my husband is English. When he's home, we eat earlier. We had to make a compromise. I grew up sitting down at the table for dinner at 8:30 in the evening. Perfectly normal dinner time for Italians. He grew up with dinner on the table at 5:30. So our compromise is that we start cooking at 6 and eat at like 7. That is the way things work in our house. So usually if we start cooking at 6, that means I stop streaming at 5, do some chores, relax, hang out with my husband, we cook together. If he's not here, I stream a little bit longer. So there's that balance. And yeah, so Wednesdays are pretty much always my stream days. And then yeah, most likely Mondays and Fridays or Tuesdays and Fridays, something like that. But yeah, I'm thinking Wednesdays and Fridays are going to be fixed days for when I stream. I guess now the time block duties we are still getting, but now we're getting them in the weekly duties. So basically that's the time block. Ooh, nice blue gem. Also, how many blue gems are we at? Ooh, only 4 out of 10. Yeah, that's going to take some time. That's going to take a little bit. Because the blue gems, they are not forthcoming, are they, at the moment? It's so sad. I don't know if it was a bug, but for a couple of updates, maybe last year, the blue crystals that you get in the mines actually counted as blue gems, making the whole process so easy. But they phased that out, so I suppose it was just a bug. Very nice bug that lasted, probably actually it was a couple updates after the mines were released. So they had probably coded the Vitalis crystals. Ooh, another blue gem, neat. Hey, already halfway through the duty though, that's not so bad. But yeah, I wonder if they initially coded them as blue gems by mistake. Then the game was out for a couple of patches and they realized, oh shoot, people are cheesing through the blue gem duty by just getting the crystals in the mines. That's not right. And so they changed it back. Still slightly salty about it. It was great. Okay, 6th blue gem. We like it. We like it. Can we make it 7 before we leave the mines? We've got a few more deposits to go through. I think another like 3, maybe 4. Because there's one here. Let's go see, let's go see, let's go see. Come on, give me blue gems. Yep, that's a blue crystal. Not a blue gem. Is he a memory? Oh god, the camera. No, okay, I didn't see a memory. It was just a camera glitch. I thought I saw something shiny and I was like, ooh, memory? But yeah, also so far, we haven't seen any duties that require us to open memory orbs. So I'm gonna go take a look. I think if we can't come across one tonight, I'm gonna go see, because I think if you Google it, you should be able to find the list of the duties for the new star path. Because if there's no memory ones anymore, I might just open all those memories up and get the memory pieces. Because in spite of the fact that I've been playing since close to release, I think I've said it a couple times already, but I started playing, I think maybe the same month that you released. Because I bought it on Switch when not on day one, but almost. Because I still managed to pretty much do all of the very first star path with the Pixar stuff. So, yeah, I've been playing since then. And I still only have like 700 hours into the game. Because I've got 500 hours on Steam. And about 250 hours on Switch from before I moved over to Steam. Because it just was so unstable on Switch I couldn't cope anymore. Yeah, in 700 plus hours, I only have 2 completed memories. 2. It seems criminal. So now I've got something like, oh, okay, more 2 blue stones back to back, dude, and another memory. As I was saying, I now have something like 20 memory orbs scattered around my valley. So if they're not gonna be needed for the star path, I'm just gonna open them all. Because I want the memory pieces. I got so many incomplete memories, surely most of them should be actual new fragments instead of coins. Although, not gonna lie, I'm gonna cry a little bit if most of them turn out to be coins, because there's no way that they're all coins. Hey, the throwing gnome, hello! I love your username! It is quite funny. Ah, you've been playing for a year now. Oh yeah, but I've been playing a long time. I hadn't tallied up the hours. And earlier I was asked, how many hours do you have in the game? And I was like, I know I had a couple hundred on Switch, but I don't know how many hours I've played on Steam. And I now play exclusively on Steam. However, I have a Switch too. They have announced, like Gameloft, that they are going to be doing a Switch 2 version of the game. And if the Switch 2 version of the game runs comparably to PC, aka not crashing every 20 minutes, and not lagging so bad that it makes me want to throw up after playing for 5 minutes, which is my current situation on the Nintendo Switch. And if it has mouse controls, because now with the new Joy-Cons, you can like tilt them to the side and use them as a mouse for decorating. If they give me those 2 things, I might actually go back and play on Switch. Like, if they can give us decent performance and take advantage of the Switch 2 mouse controls, I might just start playing on Switch again. Because also, I'm assuming there's one issue I've got with the PC version, and it's that it's really poorly optimized. And by that, I mean that I have a beefy PC. I can run Baldur's Gate on the highest settings just fine. I can run Dragon Age the Veilguard on highest settings, 60 FPS, perfectly fine. For some reason, Disney Dreamlight Valley chugs. Chugs a lot. And on a PC like mine, this really should not chug. So that means it's not my PC, because everything else runs great. The problem is the game. And I am hoping that the game on consoles is going to be better optimized. At least because people say it runs well on PS5, so at least I'm hoping it would be better optimized on a stronger console than the Switch One. So we will see how that goes. Unless they make me rebuy the game at full price, I am definitely going to try the Switch 2 version. Because if they say, oh, it's a $7.99 upgrade, even a $9.99 upgrade, I wouldn't mind. Because I've played the game for so many hours. Yeah, I'll throw £10 in to get the game running really well on the new platform. And then we'll see how it runs. But I just really hope it runs properly. And that they let me upgrade. If they ask us to rebuy the game, like a whole new version at full price, hell no. No blue stones? We're at 9 out of... We just need one. Come on, give us a blue stone. Just one. Just one. Pretty please, just one. Yes! See, asking nicely works. And we are at 70... Oh, no, now we need to mine for yellow gems, really? Okay, now I've got a bunch of gems to sell. So we can leave the mines. Like, literally and figuratively, because we're done mining for a bit. There we go. Oh, look at these good boys just waiting by the entrance of the mine. Let's go take a look. Yes, I hope they bring the full decorating limit to the Switch as well. Like, of course, they're not gonna do it on Switch 1, but on Switch 2. Because we have a Steam Deck, so I've played this on Steam Deck quite a bit. With the higher item limit from PC, and it runs like a dream. And my understanding, I am not that well versed in hardware. Like, I can put together a PC, but if you ask me to explain the difference between an NVIDIA and an AMD graphics card, I cannot tell you what the difference is. Like, I just don't. But my understanding is that the Steam Deck is a little weaker than the Switch 2. So surely, if the Steam Deck can run the game really well with the higher item limit, so can the Switch 2. You do have to rebuy the DLCs on another console, which miffs me. I think you don't lose access to the items that you already have. But my understanding is, because I only have the DLCs on Steam, if you want to go back to... Like, if I want to go back to playing on the Switch, I wouldn't be able to travel to Eternity Isle and the Veil unless I rebuy them. So the thing I've done is actually I've put them on my wish list for Switch. So when they go, like if they go, hopefully on like a deep sale, if I can pick them up for like $5.99, I'll pick them up. But only in that case, because I do not want to give them extra money for the DLCs. Now, what am I looking at? Uprooting night thorns. We can uproot night thorns. I've got like 5 minutes left. So we can uproot a bunch of night thorns, surely. The game might also need a restart very soon anyway, because I feel like the longer we've been playing, the more it's chugging. Which, yeah, is what I'm saying. It shouldn't chug on this computer. Because I can run really hefty stuff. Like, for God's sake, I play a lot of Genshin Impact. It is one of my comfort games. When I was really unwell last year, the routine of playing Genshin Impact every day literally kept me sane. I adore that game. I play it a lot. I play it every day for about 20 minutes in the morning with my coffee. It's an open world game. It's very heavy compared to Disney Dreamlight Valley. It's literally hundreds of gigs big. That runs flawlessly at highest settings on my PC. Disney Dreamlight Valley, not even on Ultra, on high, does not run smoothly. And I can only think it's because they haven't optimized it right. It chugs. And yeah, that's the thing, with a great graphics card, it shouldn't. I've got a 4070 Ti. It runs everything really well. You can't tell me that Disney Dreamlight Valley is harder to run than Baldur's Gate 3 on Ultra or Genshin Impact at 4K and 60 frames per second. And I don't usually care about performance. Like, I don't care 30 versus 60. I just want it to be smooth. Because if it's not smooth, it can give me migraines, it can make me motion sick. So, like, I don't care if you lock it at 30. Give me a locked 30 frames per second. But let it, like, give me a way to run it smoothly. That's all that I need out of a game. Is just any, like, either 30 or 60 or 120. I don't care. I'll be honest, I can barely even see the difference in most cases. But it needs to be smooth, because the moment it's not smooth, also holy memories, they definitely tweaked something here. Yeah, the moment it's not smooth, it's not fun for me anymore, because I will play it for like half an hour. I will go cross-eyed and nauseous and exhausted, and then the rest of, like, the next 2 hours are ruined, because I'm gonna be feeling really unwell for a few hours afterwards. In which case, obviously, I just drop the game. I don't play it anymore, because it's just not worth it. But yeah, so I'm really hoping that on console, they're going to make sure that it runs a little bit better. Because let's be honest, there ain't that much to run. Like, surely they can spare some time on optimizing. Maybe, hopefully. Because that's the thing, I love the game. I spent hundreds of hours in this game. I want to spend hundreds more. Big Disney fan. Love the game, love the decorating. But yeah, I really do wish it would run just a little bit better. Actually, no, we're not selling the Vitalis crystals because I'm always short of those. But all the other gems can go, because either I've got full 50 stacks or close to that, so we don't care. And we sold a bunch of items. Neat. Sell fruit. 15 fruits. Can we sell 15 fruits? I'm sure we can sell 15 fruits. It's just past 6. Couple more minutes. I am sure we can sell 15 fruits. Like, come on. 9, 12, 15. Yeah, we can totally sell these. So let us sell fruit. There you go, Goofy. And we sold more fruit. Buy seeds from Forgotten Lands. Yes, I was just thinking. He's like, oh, I can also replant some pumpkins to get to that 50k, I think, that we need to earn. So I can just go and grab the seeds, and maybe we can replant just one pumpkin patch before I go. Oh my god, there's so many memories. I really need to look up how many memories, like if there's any memory duties in the Star Path, because if there is none, on Friday, we are opening all of these. Like, all of them. We're just gonna spend half an hour going around every area in the game and opening all the memories I've been hogging. That's another 20 there. Fairly fancy dessert and fairly fancy appetizer. That's another really easy win that we can go and do right here. So, appetizer. Fairly fancy, that's 4 stars. The bow. I could. 1, 2, I think it was 10, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, again. I know, I am the same. I feel like I've been really hoarding memories. I only open them once the new star path drops. Like, okay, it's like, okay, we need like, I think the last star path was like 35 memories we had to open. So I just hoarded them. Today alone, we got like 20. Like, I'm not joking. We got at least over a dozen. So to me, that says like, okay, they've made them easier to obtain. So I don't have to stress about it. If there's any duties that require them, like doing the rest, they'll crop up. Okay, now 3 fairly fancy dessert. So again, I'm switching to mouse because it's just so much quicker. Dessert, 4 stars, apply. Cannoli. We're making cannoli. Just 3 of them. Cannoli is life, okay? This Italian loves them so much, and I'm very lucky. I live in a town where they opened a really, really good, like, Italian deli place. They are actually Sicilian, so they make real Sicilian cannoli. Basically, you can buy Sicilian cannoli in Rome as well, and they're made right. But the thing I found living in a foreign country is that they say it's Italian, it's not. Because if you make carbonara, but you put cream in it, and mushrooms, and peas, and chicken, it's still a tasty dish. It's not carbonara, though. It's something else. You don't call it carbonara. Carbonara is just egg, cheese, bacon, and it's supposed to be a very specific kind of bacon to boot. It's supposed to be guanciale, which is a special kind of, like, very fatty, crispy bacon. So I'm always weary of, oh, they say it's Italian. It's not really gonna be, though. But no, these ones are genuine Italians. And I love that, like, 90% of their workforce is Italian immigrants like me. So absolutely fantastic. Hey, I'm also making pizza tonight. I mean, it's technically focaccia, it's not quite pizza. Basically, it's kind of like pizza dough, but I'm making it proof for a really long time. And then it makes this thick, white, sort of almost bread-like consistency. Basically, this really thick white pizza that just has like oil and salt on the top. It's very soft. You cut it in half and you stuff it like a sandwich. It's so nice. And that's what we're doing tonight. Okay, why would I be disappointed? Would you put, like, I don't know, chicken on it or barbecue sauce? Not pineapple. Friend, not pineapple. Don't break my little Italian heart this way. Is it pineapple? It's okay if it's pineapple. You're not Italian, it's okay. If I ate pizza with pineapple, they would tear my passport in two and never let me into the country again. But yeah, if you're not Italian, it's fine. It is fine. My husband sometimes orders pizza that has barbecue sauce on it instead of tomato sauce. I do judge him a little bit, but just a little bit. Okay, 155 points. I can get some cute stuff with 155 points. We're getting the moonstones. So we got all our moonstones back. Or all the moonstones we can get back. The backpack is so cute. I really want this backpack. The backpack is 30. That is great. Then I've got the little chalk signs. Do I have the one for the movie reel? No, I haven't, so we'll get this one. Then I got 55 points. What's like the next thing I really want? The movie ticket booth. It's the movie ticket booth. Awesome. And that said, I have got to go because I have run out of time. I've gone 10 minutes over, so I really do need to run. So, thank you. Hey, pre-made crusts are not bad. Pre-made crusts are the way to go, friend. Pineapple pizza. I mean, I'm not saying they're not tasty, just not Italian. And like, if you try to order it where I'm from, the restaurant would just look at you like you've just killed their entire family line. But other than that, no. Okay, I gotta run. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me today. I hope to see some of you next week. Have a great day. Enjoy Disney Dreamlight Valley. See you next time. Bye!